We are going to be modifying our manager index so it does not use the layout.cs HTML page. And in order to do that, all we have to do is just one quick, easy change. In the Razor code, all we have to do is say layout equals null. Now we're not using layout.cshtml. Super easy change to make. Now, because we're not going to use the layout, that does mean that we need to have all of the HTML here. But before we key that in, we are going to create a CSS file that we will be pulling in to basically format this page only. So we're going to create a little CSS file called manager.css. And we're going to right click on content for this, add. And then we are going to, let's see, look for style sheet. There it is. The name is manager. And we'll go ahead and put .css in and click OK. And I'm going to pause here while I quick enter the code. So you can see we've added our own font. Font size is medium. We're doing a background color of linen, which is kind of like an off-white. We have a font color of orange red. Background colors, peach puff, and this is for H1 and H2. We're going to have rounded edges for that. We're setting a max and a mid width. And we're going to put a little shadow around it so it looks like it's 3D. And we're putting some padding between the text and the edge. Okay, so that's all this entails. So I'm going to save it and close it. And now we're going to finish modifying our manager index. So because this is not being pulled into layout, we need the doc type statement. And I should mention, when you're creating your views, if you know you're not going to use the layout, it is a lot easier if you go into add view and you turn this off, because then it'll add all of the HTML that you need. But there is no worries because you can manually key that in. Or if you're lazy like me, you just go into the layout page. And we go up to the top and a lot of what we need is up here. So I'm going to do a little copying. So I'm going to copy all of this over to here. I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to make a couple little adjustments. And so at view big title is fine. At styles.render. Okay, what we want to pull in here is the manager.css file. We do not need modernizer, so I'm going to zap that out of here. Closing head, we've got the opening body. And we're going to call this XYZ Corp Managers. Should get a lot of brownie points for this. Our managers are the best. And then we'll do our little closed body and our close HTML. So let's save. And then we're going to go ahead and run this. And you can see I've got an error because we cannot go directly to manager index. We have to say index question mark type equals M. And now it's going to route us here. And at this point, that is exactly what we should see. So I'm going to close.